Hey everybody, 234 Aviation here, and today I'm bringing you guys yet another video. Now today's video is going to be quite different. Today we're going to be talking about one of the things I know you guys have been asking me about on YouTube. So I had a lot of you ask me about loans and how do they work. So today we're going to be taking a look at Airlines Manager Tycoon. As you can see, this is my professional account. So it's not doing very well. So we're going to take a look at the Tycoon account in order to explain loans a little bit to you guys, because I know you guys had some trouble understanding loans, because I haven't really made a video in a while. 4 months. Sorry, I'm having to record this at night because there's just... it's nice and quiet, and that's really it. So today's video, we're going to be taking a look at loans. As you can see, the airline has done pretty well since the last time I've updated you guys. We have a total of 80 hubs, about 21,000 aircraft, and over 5,300 routes. So we're going to be taking a look at finances today, and we're going to be talking about loans. Now, when you play the game, basically, you usually will need money in order to buy new aircraft. For example, with this airline, there isn't really much of a problem with buying aircraft because we have over $790 billion. However, for some of the new players, I know it's going to be quite hard in order to do this. In order to buy a lot of aircraft. So what you have to do is basically, sometimes you have to get a loan. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So this is basically how you get a loan in Airlines Manager Tycoon. Now, this also works for professional mode. It's just, I don't feel like using professional mode because it's, well, you saw it. Over $1 billion in debt. And it's better to explain here on Tycoon. So whenever you play the game, you get a total of 5 banks which you can get loans from. However, these are usually have to be unlocked except for mini bank. Now, in order to unlock these, you go to your research, and usually we'll go to general, and you can unlock all the banks here, like this mini bank. I have the loans on financial market, which is a type of loan which we'll get into. And there's 2 types of loans: express loans and financial market loans, and those are the 2 types of loans we're going to be getting into. So I know most people, it's kind of confusing to explain, but I will simplify this for you guys. So usually you'll start off with mini bank, and let's say you need around $250 million to buy a new aircraft or a new route. You'll go to express loans, then you'll adjust how much money you might need from this. So let's say I need $250 million. Now there's also a loan period which you can choose to have that loan active for. So the loan period is the amount of time it takes for you to pay it back, and it's automatically done, so you don't need to pay it back. Well, you need to pay it back, but you don't need to go into the game and pay it back. But you can. There is an option for you to do this on express loans, where you can, after a set amount of time, pay back the entire loan immediately. However, it does it automatically in the game, so you don't have to worry about that. But you can choose the loan period of which you can pay that loan back. So for 25 weeks, the interest rate would be 2.6. For 40 weeks, it is 5.1% interest rate. Now, interest is basically you have to pay a little bit of extra money back with the loan. So let's say we want to pay it back within 25 weeks. So that's a 2.6% interest, which means when you estimate it, your requested amount of money is $250 million. The weekly rate is 2.6, the financial expenditure is $6,499,999, and that is the amount of money you have to pay back in interest. So the total cost of the loan is going to be roughly $256.5 million, and the weekly payment for this loan is $10 million, well, a little over $10 million, $10.2 million. So we're going to go on and validate that. Now, I'm not going to complete it because basically when you complete the whole thing and you're done getting your loan, once you get your loan, the money instantly goes into your account. Now, that is for the express loans. The next type of loan that we're going to be talking about is loans on the financial market, which are a little bit more confusing, but we'll talk about that. Loans on the financial market. You're going to go down here. You have to actually unlock this feature basically in the research section for this bank specifically. So you can request between the amounts of $1 and 500 million. So as you may know, you can again choose your loan period. It can be for 40 weeks or it can be for 25 weeks. And you don't need to touch the estimated structural profit, as you can just keep it that way. That's the amount of money that you make, I believe, per day or per week. Could be one or the other. I'm not really familiar with that, but actually I think that's per day. So we're going to go to estimate. As you can see here, you pay a weekly rate of 3.335 or 3.35%. Financial expenditure, which is the amount of money you owe in interest, is 16.7 million, and the total cost of the loan is 516.75 million, and the total weekly payment for this loan is $20 million. So we're going to validate that, and that money instantly goes into your account once it's all unlocked. So as you can see, we have the loan on the financial market currently being drawn up. It takes an hour, but it shouldn't be that much time, and I believe the other one should be at the bottom of this list. I really should have actually delivered all of these 787s that I ordered. There it is. Contract being drawn up for the express loans. So they both take an hour, depending on what bank you choose. It could be an hour, it could be a few days. Now, I have done with CBIB, which is one of the banks I've gotten loans out, and basically with the loans there's also a special thing you can get with them. So as you can see here, there's this thing that says repay your loans as soon as possible. If you can get, now I don't recommend doing this, but if you can get $8 billion in loans total, you're pretty much, well, that's $8 billion. You're not going to get that amount instantly, but there are special little things or special awards that you can get. So like, for say, if you pay $5 billion back of a loan in total loans, it's not one specific loan, in total loans you can get a certain amount of money, and then once you hit this 8 billion mark, you get 10 of those these boys right here. You get 10 of these, and that's pretty good for your airline because that means you can get a new livery, a special rare aircraft. It's pretty cool. So loans are pretty simple. Now, what happens if your airline goes into the negative? So let's say that 808.6 or $806 billion goes into the negative. Now I'm going to show you that on professional because I've taken loans out on professional. I still currently have my loans out and I'm in the negative. Well, your airline doesn't go bankrupt. You're not going to lose your airline. You're, however, going to go farther into the negative, which is not a good thing. I mean, that means you can't buy new aircraft, you can't buy new routes, you can't hire new people, and you're pretty much kind of in a bad situation. However, if your airline is like mine and has loans, for example, let's check loans. As you can see, we have a lot of loans. So that's a lot of money that we have basically to pay back. It's probably going to get the airline into more debt. However, loans can be a good thing and a bad thing. You just have to make sure you're investing that money properly so that your airline is able to make that money back. That's what the loan is basically for. The loan isn't free money where you're getting it just to have a big, nice bank account. The money specifically should be going towards your airline per se. You should be buying new aircraft, new routes for those aircraft in order to make that money back up and make some extra, which is basically how this game works. Whenever you buy an aircraft, like let's say I buy a 787, that aircraft costs over $200 million. Now, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna buy that aircraft to have more aircraft. No. Usually with the big airlines like this, you don't want your aircraft sitting for a long time. You want them constantly flying to make money. That's why I've said in the past, have your aircraft fill up the entire bar. Like, hold on, I'm pretty bad with some of my new planes because I get confused. I have too many hubs, but let's see here. As you can see here, oh, that's not a good example. Let me get a good example for you guys real quick. Find an airport which actually has routes, which is none of these airports actually have routes yet. So let's say with CLT, I need to fill these aircraft up with routes in order to make money. So as you can see, as you all know, my rule, you fill the bar up. Do not let that aircraft sit for more than, well, I don't actually want to schedule that yet, but don't let the aircraft sit and not make money. Your basic goal in this game is to make money, is to basically have your airline be stable. At this point, my airline, I could buy any aircraft possible and still make money with it. That's currently the reason why I have so many retro aircraft in my fleet. All I do is use them for cargo, which is not really recommended. I definitely recommend whenever you start out with your airline, buy the newest aircraft possible. It will help you in the long run. Then maybe when you get to around my scale, you can buy the retro aircraft, that's fine. The reason why I don't say buy the retro aircraft is because they break down a lot more than the new ones, and that's kind of the reason why my professional account isn't doing the exact best. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really sorry again for not uploading within 4 months. I was really trying to upload a video actually about a month or so ago, and then I ran into problems recording, so I had to scrap the whole idea and wait an entire month for all my loans to be cleared in the game, so then I could actually go back and do this for you guys, because I want you guys to have a good experience with the loans for me to explain them more. If you have any other questions, I will definitely be able to answer them in the comments. I know I haven't really been active in the comments lately. I'm gonna try and get better at that, so any questions you have about the game, you can leave in the comments below. Don't worry, more of these Airlines Manager videos are coming. It's just the production of them is quite hard, as the only thing I have is my cell phone and a recording app, a screen recording app, because, well, we haven't reached peak technology here at 2384 Aviation, but you can actually help me reach peak technology, and that is by clicking the big red subscribe button at the bottom, clicking the like and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. I mean, they aren't really uploaded that much, but you already get the point. Click the bell for notifications, subscribe, and please like the video, share to others. I know many of you have been wanting me to upload more videos, and I'm gonna try, and I'm not promising, but I'll try and upload a lot more than I have been doing. I know I've been neglecting this channel, and I'm really sorry about that, but I've been kind of busy with my personal life, and if you ever want to, see some of the stuff I've been doing, you can always follow me at 2384_aviation on Instagram. I'm always on that account. If you ever have questions, that is the number one place where you can message me, and I will immediately answer your question. Almost immediately answer your question. I mean, I have to sleep 8 hours, so you already know I can't answer during the time I'm sleeping, but I'll definitely get to your questions faster than I do on YouTube. So let's get into it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, any other questions you have, leave in the comments below. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Again, sorry I'm a little quiet. I have to do this at night. It is currently, at this moment in time, 1 in the morning, so I have to have an actual schedule of when I make the videos, because I can't stay up till 1 to do this. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm 2384 Aviation, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Later.